Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is gonna be a little different. I don't have anyone to take care of my baby, so my baby's here, right here next to me. So you're just gonna be hearing him in the background, and yeah, there's nothing I can do about that. I'm just hoping that he's not gonna be interrupting too much. I'm gonna be doing a couple of errands, and I wanted to do my makeup, so I said, why not record it? I want to try this Elaluz Beauty oil. I bought it because I have her on my Instagram. Oh my god, I almost broke it. I follow her because I like the way she styles herself and she does her makeup and all that. But yeah, she always uses this beauty oil. It's from her brand, and she says it's very hydrating for the face and it doesn't feel like super oily. So I was like, that sounds good. Like a primer, kind of like a primer. I am one that use my sunscreen as primer. I don't like putting primer every single day. And I think I said that in my last video. I'm not one to put primer every day. Like, why? Like if I'm going to Costco and I do want to wear makeup, I don't need to put primer to go to Costco if that's the only thing I'm gonna do. When I do errands and stuff like that, I don't really, I would want my makeup to stay on all day, but it's not like a necessity. I put the unseen sunscreen, the SPF with an SPF of 40. Go ahead and try these oils. I don't know if it's a good idea. I should have put the oil first, huh? And then do the sunscreen. I don't know if I wanna try it. I think I might have spoiled it by putting the sunscreen first, because for what we know is that oil breaks down whatever you put on. So I don't want to put the oil and then it just breaks down my sunscreen, and then it seems like I'm not wearing sunscreen. I think for today, since I mentioned it, I just might as well just put it on, right? And let's see how this works. A little bit of this, like that much. I don't know, I don't want to put out too much. And ooh. I feel like I regret it already. Oh no! Guys, this feels super oily. It's like you can see the shine on my hands. It feels super oily, and it smells like a herb. It smells like a herb. I don't know what herb it is, but I don't know shit about herbs, but it smells like a herb. And I don't know if I should be putting this on my face. She uses it all the time, so this must be good. Yes, I just wiped it on my pants. It seems to be sinking into my skin really nicely. Hopefully we don't regret this. So I'm gonna start off with just a little bit of foundation. I don't like putting too much foundation on if I don't need to put too much foundation on. You know, it's just gonna be a regular schmegular day. I got a makeup vanity now, and I love it because it has lights, so it's additional lights for me. Somewhere to store all of my makeup. It will be out of the reach of my son, because my son touches all of my makeup where it was before. I don't even know if that sentence makes sense. Where my makeup was before, it was in the closet and it was at reach of my son. Like, it wasn't super high. So my son was able to get to it. Before, it wasn't like an absolute have to. He was still little and he wasn't walking. But now that he's walking, he's getting into all of my things. That's not like super bad, but some things I just, you know, as a mom, you don't want him to be thinking he can do whatever he wants. So I had to get a makeup vanity so I can store my things properly. I leave things at his reach that I know he can touch and that are not dangerous. We baby-proofed all of the kitchen with these little things that like stick to the drawers, and they have like a strap around it. Somehow manages to get little bits and pieces of things out. the nature of having a kid. They always outsmart what you do. I remember I used to outsmart my mom all the time. She used to take my phone when she'd see that I was still awake. She would take away my phone and she's like, okay, you're not getting me back because you just keep being on your phone. And she wasn't really smart. I always was like, I'm gonna go look for it. Always find it. And then she would laugh because she would be like, how did you find it? I'm like, you're not that smart. She really wasn't that smart. Like, I would find anything she used to hide. So at one point she just stopped hiding everything. Go ahead and use the Born This Way multi-use sculpting concealer. For me, that she didn't want me to have. When I was about 12, I always remember seeing my cousins put makeup on, and I would buy makeup with my cousins and I would always find it. She would always take it away from me. And she would be like, how do you always find things that I hide? At one point, she just gave up. And yeah, she just let me start wearing makeup. But wear appropriately, like with what your age is. Because my mom's thing was that she didn't want me to look older than what I was. So act your age, like you're 13, act your age. You shouldn't be acting like you're 20 or anything like that. And at that time, I was just like, oh my God, I want to be older. Like, why can't I act like I'm older? I want to be older. Now that I'm 28, guys, I'm 28, those words resonate with me. She was so right. I could have appreciated being young and, you know, having no responsibilities and just chillin', but I didn't. I was just so caught up in society's stigma and in school where everyone wants to act older than their age. Yeah, I fell for it, and I use the Laura Mercier translucent powder from under my eyes. And just when you're that age, you never listen to your parents, and then when you get older and you have a kid of your own, you're just like, wow, they were so right. I've always been very strong-willed and very independent person, that my mom when I was very young, she noticed that about me. She would leave me at the Head Start or like the preschool where I would go to, and I wouldn't really cry. I would be okay with her leaving me there. And the only thing that I would ever complain about was getting stared at. Ever since I was little, I hated getting stared at. I hate when people stare at me. I don't like that. I'm gonna try a couple of new products just because I bought them recently and I wanna see how they work. I recently just picked up this Anastacia cream bronzer. Got it in the shade Golden Tan. I'm gonna blend it with this brush. I think this is a Real Techniques Expert Face Brush. I have medium skin tone, so if it doesn't pick up on my face, I get kind of annoyed because I'm just like, okay, well, this just mixes into my skin. If I spend money on something, I want it to look like it's on my face. Oh, this doesn't have a scent. Like I was saying, I've always been very strong-willed, always. And that has helped me in life, but it has also been really bad for me because I never really wanted to listen to what my mom had to say. I wanted to find it out for myself. Oh, that looks really nice. I always wanted to find out for myself, and I would fail, guys. I would make tons of mistakes just because I didn't want to listen to what my mom had to say. And till this day, it took me to realize it, that I should have listened to what my mom had to say. It would have saved me from so much heartache and so many bad decisions. Not like horrible, horrible decisions, but just decisions I wouldn't have had to make if I would have listened to my mom. I've realized that my mom is just so important in my life. When I'm in a situation and I don't know what to do, instead of calling a friend or instead of calling anybody, the first thing I do is call my mom. This is what happened. What should I do? And she's always good at telling me what to do, and I feel so much better talking to her. How does this look? I think it looks good. Yeah, it looks good. Let me turn off the lights and see how it looks without the lights. Whoa, you can't really see it. Now it's dark. but it looks good. It looks good. It looks good. Go ahead and use the Nars liquid blush in the shade Torrid. And since I'm using the cream bronzer, I was like, yeah, makes sense, cream blush. Very user-friendly, and if you add too much, you can like almost like blend it away. Like you could just keep blending it and then it'll eventually look like how you want it to look. With this, you have to use a very tiny amount because it's so pigmented. Even this much, like this much, you have to use this much, because look. And then obviously, if you find like it's just a little bit, you can add more, but usually that's fine with me. You see how that looks? It's a really pretty peachy color. Nice, and with the cream bronzer, it's almost like it meshes together, like it just blends together so nice. I'm gonna add a little more on this side because it looks like it washed out a little bit. You see how that blends so easily with your finger? I go between these two fingers. This one is the one that has the most product, and then this finger I just use to blend the top because this finger doesn't have anything on. Yeah, that looks really pretty, huh? I really love that. I like that. If you guys want to get a cream blush, this is a really good one. They have it in the shade Orgasm, and I think Dolce Vita too. I'm actually gonna do my eyebrows now. I picked up the European Wax Center Brow Gel because I have the, where is it? I just saw it. Oh yeah, Brow Tinted Brow Builder. And it's amazing. It's so good. It's like my favorite brow gel. But I went to go pick it up, and now they're saying that they only have this one. And I don't know if this one's the same. So we're gonna try it out and see if it's any good. If I remember correctly, this has a lot of pigment to it. So I'm gonna take out some of it. As you use it and there's less and less product, you don't have to clean out the wand. But for initial use, you see, look, I just took out all of that product. If I would have just dabbed it on my eyebrow, that would have been difficult to blend. But you see, almost as immediately as you touch your eyebrow, it like shades it in. It's so good. You see? You see? That's it. And then I grab my NYX Lift and Snatch brow tint pen. I grab this and I just use this front of my eyebrow just to make hair-like strokes because I don't have much hair there. But for the rest of my eyebrow, it's a pretty good eyebrows. If you don't hear my son, that's because I moved him outside and he's with his dad. His dad came, so I'm gonna grab this in the front of my eyebrow, but I have to grab a mirror for this because I have to see what I'm doing. It just makes the eyebrow look, oh, so much better. See? That just looks so good. I'm gonna do the same to this eyebrow. See, I'll do a little bit of eyeshadow. All during, I think their BIB sale, they had like the Sephora collection for like 30% more off of what the 20% I was getting. And I picked up these two shades of the Colorful Metal Effect eyeshadows, and these are singles. I picked up the color Choc, and then I picked up the color Pyramid. So I don't know which color I want to use. You guys tell me. These are the two colors in the light. Ooh, I kind of want to use this one. So I'm gonna use this one, and I'm just gonna put a little bit. And this is new, guys. You can even see the plastic all around it. This is new. I haven't used this color. Oh, that color is so pretty. Look, you see. Put a little bit on. And it doesn't have fallout. It's pretty good. That looks really pretty. I like that color. Really, really pretty. I'm gonna get closer with you guys so you guys can see the color. But I'm just really trying to pack this on my lid and then I'll blend it in. But I really want to pack it on and see like how strong it could look. I think that looks really pretty, you see? I literally just packed it on, so that's why it looks a little bit unblended. But I want it to look like that initially. We're using this as a mirror, but I guess I could use the Makeup by Mario Master Mattes palette. And I can use it to blend this eyeshadow on. So I'm gonna use this color, this mustardy color. I'm gonna actually blend this mustardy color with this one in the corner. I'm gonna go for those colors. And take out the excess and just go on my crease. Look like they're all together. And then again, I always like adding a little bit of that brownish eyeshadow closer to my nose, so that way it can look like my nose is thinning up. As you see, I just blended that brown to blend that eyeshadow, and I really like that color. I'm gonna do the same to the other eye, and then we're gonna continue. Makeup. See, so I apply it like where that shadow is like unblended. Just go back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, and eventually you're gonna be able to blend that harshness away from that eyeshadow. And yeah, I think that's enough blended for me. And then I can just grab my powder brush that I use for under my eyes and just go underneath my eye. Fix that compact brush like that brush line. What I like about this color is that it's not only shimmer, it also has like a really brown shade in the back of it. So it gives some color. Let's see how it looks. I'm gonna do the same with the other eye. And now it looks like this. Isn't that really pretty? I had to go back to this eye just so I can make it the same, like the same darkness, but I'm almost done. We're almost done. I think I wanna add a little bit of highlighter now. I don't know, but how can I forget? Let me contour my nose. Oh my god. I don't like my nose. I don't like my nose. So I go in it with a little bit of bronzer to make it look a little thinner. So I'll fake it till I make it. And I'll just keep bronzing it up. I really wish I can just get nose surgery and have like a really pretty thin nose. No can do. Right now we're gonna go with the Auric Glow Lust highlighter and the shade Selenite. I heard Raw Beauty Christy talking about it, and she was saying that it's all she wears. It's really glowy, and so I bought it. What I like about this is that you can mix it in with your foundation. You can put it on your face before foundation, or you can use it as a highlighter. I really like it as a highlighter. I can only see myself using it under my foundation. I would never mix it in with my foundation. The best way I would use this is as a highlighter. So I'm gonna just use the tiniest bit, This is so pigmented. Look, this much, even this much is too much. And this is enough for my whole face. Like, I'm gonna dot it here and immediately blend it, and it just gives such a natural glow. So pretty. I'm gonna do this side. That looks, oh, so pretty. I really love that. Look at that. Oh, that looks so pretty. Blends right into the skin. It doesn't look like there's a definitive line where you added it, so it looks like you are the one glowing. And then I just add whatever is left on my finger, add it on my nose, mix my fingers together, and I add it on the high points of my face, like on my eyebrow, my cupid's bow, just like that. And I have been really loving this. This is not a cheap product, but look how big this is. And you have to use that little bit. This is gonna last you forever. They have like 7 shades, and like one shade can cover a whole bunch of skin tones, I think. I'm gonna add a little bit. I'm just gonna go a little bit with this. I'm just gonna add a little bit more. And yeah, basically done. I just have to add a powder bronzer. I don't know if I want to do that. I think I do. A little bit of Makeup by Mario, the bronzer. I have it in the shade light medium, where it gives you that perfect tan look. I'm gonna go in with this brown cheek first. It gives you that perfect tan look, and that's just gonna help the cream bronzer stay on your face a little bit better, especially because I'm gonna be going out and I'm gonna wear a mask. It's just gonna make it to where that mask doesn't move my bronzer too much. Oh, that looks so good. Okay. And we are going to just grab a little bit of this and put it on our nose, like that. Just grab a powder brush and go over that so that it won't look like harsh. And go under my cheekbones to clean the bronzer. We want everything to look seamless. We don't want anything to look overly crazy. Just a bit of the Loreal Stay powder under here because I am going to be wearing a mask and I want everything to stay put. I don't want anything to move, so I'm going to add a little bit of powder here at the bottom so that everything stays put. Yeah, that instantly makes it look so much better. I'm just gonna grab a little bit of that powder and I'm just gonna go in between my eyebrows, down my nose, on the edges. How are you guys doing on this Wednesday afternoon? I hope everyone's doing really good and staying productive. That makes you feel like you have a purpose in your life and like you have something to fight for. I don't mean to like get really deep, but so good. Looks so good. I'm gonna add a little bit of mascara. Actually, eyeliner first. My wings don't look the same, but that's always the case. I'm gonna use the Lash Sensational mascara. Lashes are coming back from the lash lift I did like 2 months ago, and they look atrocious, so bad. Like there's some lashes that are still up and then some lashes are going down. Oh my god, I would have known that was gonna happen. I wouldn't have done it. You know when you use an eyelash curler and you curl your lash and you have like that dent on your eyelash? That's what I had, and it didn't look nice. And I don't blame the lady that did it. I just think that my lashes for the lash lift, it wasn't good for it, because my lashes to begin with are not like super long to where like it can lift perfectly. It's like a very short and out eyelash, and yeah, it didn't benefit from the eyelash lift at all. Sometimes things sound too good to be true, and that sounded too good to be true. I just didn't realize it till after it was done. I feel like the blush kind of got lost. I know I go back and forth, guys. I like look at my face and then I'm like, okay, what is it missing? Add a little bit of the nudegasm blush from this palette. So much better. I think that's what that was missing. Just a little bit of a stronger blush. And yes, I like to put blush on my forehead because that's naturally where the sun would hit you and you would turn a little red. So I like that look. And I like to add a little bit on my nose too. And that, my friends, that's my look for today. This is how my look came out. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And I hope if you liked the video, you would press the like button and subscribe to my channel. That just lets me know that you guys are liking the content that I'm creating. Don't be afraid to leave a comment down below and sharing any ideas you guys might have for future videos. I would really appreciate it. Hi. Hi guys, as you can see, I forgot a step, guys. And yeah, my son is there in the back. I forgot to put lipstick on. So I'm gonna do it right here and I'm just gonna insert it into the video. I'm gonna put on horchata from Urban Decay. Horchata. And it's like a medium brown color. So it looks... I'll just put a little bit because it's really pigmented. Oh, that looks really good. Thank you, bye.